With limited local opportunities, a recruiter secured a job for Emir at an electronics factory in Asia. Since arriving, he's received none of his wages. His boss claims they're being used to pay off his recruitment fees and living costs. He works 14 hours a day and lives in an overcrowded, unhygienic dormitory. The components Emir makes will be used in cameras across the world. Emir is a victim of modern slavery in supply chains. Gabrielle travelled from the Caribbean to work a season on a farm in North America. Her visa is tied to her employer, who has refused to give back her passport and warned her that if she complains about her treatment, he'll have her fired and deported. The crops Gabrielle farms will be sold across the continent. Gabrielle is a victim of modern slavery in supply chains. Joseph lives in a village in Central Africa. Since the age of 8, Joseph has been digging for cobalt with his hands without any protective equipment while exposed to toxic dust. He's scared to leave because he has been told there will be consequences for his family. The cobalt Joseph mines will be used to produce laptop batteries. Joseph is a victim of modern slavery in supply chains. Sadly, like Joseph, Gabrielle, and Emir, 50 million people across the world are estimated to be living in modern slavery. 28 million are in forced labour. Modern slavery occurs when an individual is exploited by others for personal or commercial gain. Whether tricked, coerced, or forced, they lose their freedom. Every product we buy undergoes a journey from raw materials to its final purchased form. A supply chain represents this journey. Each link represents a new business and workforce. They also present new risks for exploitation. Globalization has enabled businesses to access materials, production, and labor from around the world. As a result, supply chains have become increasingly large, spanning continents with hundreds of suppliers and thousands of workers. However, it's now more challenging than ever to know about the conditions of workers at each stage of a supply chain. Supply chains must become transparent and traceable. This means that businesses, organizations, and government procurers must accurately publish their suppliers, subcontractors, the locations they operate from, and the conditions of workers. Each link must be assessed for its risk of worker exploitation. So, what makes the risk of exploitation greater? Firstly, the workforce. Although anyone can become a victim, some groups are particularly vulnerable. Over half of all victims are women, and a quarter are children. Migrants, people escaping poverty, conflict, natural disasters, and marginalization are also at greater risk. Secondly, the products and sectors. Some sectors are more vulnerable than others, such as electronics, garments, textiles, and agriculture. And finally, the location of the worksite itself. If the worksite is remote, labour inspections can be too few, putting workers at greater risk of exploitation. Maintaining a transparent supply chain requires businesses to develop good relationships with their suppliers, working together to identify, prevent, and remediate risks. While combating this issue is the responsibility of all, you as parliamentarians have a unique opportunity to take action. You can create new legislation that protects workers. You can scrutinise existing laws. You can raise public awareness to increase reporting and prevent future exploitation. You can help protect victims like Joseph, Gabrielle, and Emir. To find out more, visit www.uk-cpa.org/whatwedo/modern slavery.